Have you ever felt like your mind is just noisy? Not tired, not overwhelmed, just loud. You work the whole day, switching tasks, jumping between ideas, yet somehow it feels like nothing really moves forward. That used to be me, until I learned about a strange habit Bill Gates keeps for decades. Every year, he disappears for 7 days. No phone, no meetings, no distractions. Just a tiny cabin in the woods and a stack of papers. That week, his Think Week, changed how he thinks, how he makes decisions, and how he builds ideas that shaped Microsoft. I thought, what if I try it? So I did. And the result surprised me. This is that story. When my mind felt like a messy desk, there was a period of time when every morning felt the same for me. I woke up with a mind that looked like a cluttered workspace. Ideas everywhere, plans everywhere, half-finished projects lying around in the corners of my brain. I wasn't burned out, at least not in the dramatic way people imagine, but I felt scattered, fragmented, unable to see what I should actually be doing. I tried everything that productivity gurus preach, each turning off notifications, planning my day, using fancy apps, scheduling blocks, time tracking. And yet, nothing changed, because the problem wasn't time. The problem was clarity. Then one night, by accident, I revisited the story of Bill Gates, how he disappears for a week just to think. And something about that hit me. I realized I have no space to think, only space to react. That was the missing piece. Why Bill Gates disappears for 7 days? The origin of Think Week goes back to the early Microsoft days, a time when the company was exploding in growth, pressure, and decisions. Bill Gates found himself drowning in daily noise, meetings, updates, fires to put out, internal debates, and thousands of small choices pulling him in every direction. So he did something unusual. He booked a small wooden cabin near a lake and vanished for an entire week. No phone, no emails, no one knocking on the door. Just books, reports, letters from employees, data, and a notebook. During that week, his job was simple. Think, strategize, see the future before it arrives. He reviewed everything he normally doesn't have time for. Reports, ideas, long memos, deep analysis, even criticism. It was during Think Week that he realized the internet wasn't a small thing, it was the thing. That insight changed Microsoft's entire direction. Office strategy started there. Cloud, early seeds planted there. But the magic wasn't the cabin. It was what the cabin removed. Noise. Gates wasn't isolating himself to relax. He was isolating himself to see clearly. This is the part that surprised me the most. Think Week sounds like a productivity retreat, but it's actually the opposite. It's not about doing more. It's about removing everything that gets in the way of clear thought. Bill Gates follows 3 core principles during Think Week. 1. Remove noise. No meetings, no phone, no notifications, no quick questions. Your brain finally gets the silence it needs to surface what really matters. 2. Review the big picture. Gates reads everything he normally doesn't have time for. Reports, ideas, long memos, deep analysis, even criticism. It's like cleaning up your internal operating system. 3. Realign. He finishes the week with 2, 3 top priorities for the year. Everything else becomes secondary. Some things get eliminated completely. This reminded me of the Warren Buffett video we made earlier. Success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from removing the unnecessary. Think Week is the practical version of that philosophy. I tried a Think Week Mini, and my mind finally quieted down. I don't have a lake cabin. I don't have $1 million team running a global company. But I do have a small room and a weekend. So I decided to create my own version. Think Week Mini. 2 days. No distractions. Full clarity. Day 1. Emptying the mind. I shut off all notifications, closed every tab, put my phone in another room. Then I took a blank notebook and wrote down everything. All projects, all responsibilities, all ideas, all tasks, all long-term plans, all habits I want to build, all things I keep telling myself I'll do someday. 2 hours later, the page was full. But something interesting happened. I realized I was holding on to dozens of things that weren't actually important, good ideas, but not essential ones. Things that sounded productive, but only made me busy. Day 2. Choosing direction. I reviewed everything I wrote. Then I asked myself just 3 questions. If I could only accomplish one thing this year, what should it be? If I stopped doing 80% of my tasks, would my life actually get worse? Which tasks look productive but actually stall progress? That's when I saw the truth. Most of my stress didn't come from difficult tasks. It came from unclear priorities. By the end, I circled only 3 major commitments. 1 important work goal, 1 learning goal, 1 personal goal. Everything else, crossed out, deleted, removed from my mental RAM. For the first time in a long time, my mind felt quiet. After 1 week, the strangest thing happened. I didn't suddenly become more disciplined. I didn't magically become more productive. But something much more valuable happened. My mind stopped buzzing. And when your mind becomes quiet, you think clearly, you choose better, you waste less time, you stop juggling unnecessary things. You actually finish what you start. I wasn't doing more work. I was doing the right work. Think Week didn't give me more energy. It removed the things that drained it. The real lesson is Think Week equals clarity. Here's the truth. Discipline is overrated. Motivation is inconsistent. Time management can only take you so far. What truly changes your life is clarity. Clarity reduces stress. Clarity makes decisions obvious. Clarity eliminates procrastination. Clarity turns "I'm overwhelmed" into "I know exactly what to do." Think Week is simply a tool to create that clarity. Remove noise, review your direction, choose 1, 3 priorities, drop everything else. It sounds simple, but simple doesn't mean easy. If your mind feels noisy, try your own version of a Think Week. It doesn't have to be 7 days. It doesn't need a cabin or a lake. All you need is 1 quiet evening and 1 question. What truly matters? In the next video, I'll walk you through a mental habit Elon Musk uses to make faster, clearer decisions every day. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And remember, you don't need more time. You need more clarity.